Okay, so this second video is all about how to put your keywords in within Bridge. By virtue of taking the photo, there is some metadata that gets attached to it. Like if we select any one of these photos, Bridge will tell us over here in metadata, and by the way, I'm in the Essentials view right now, and in the metadata view, you get quite a bit of the data in this tabular form like this, but in the Essentials, it gives it to you in a little chart over here on the side. It'll tell you things like pixel dimensions and the color mode and color profile, but it also, if you scroll down, tells you information about your camera and the settings on the camera, the f-stop, the shutter speed, etc. Even though, with a little point and shoot like I was shooting these with, that stuff's all automated, but it records that. It records the fact that I was in auto mode with my flash and it didn't fire. How cool is that? Now the metadata will enable us to sort through these based on different criteria. Like right now I can sort through these based on, are they landscape orientation or are they portrait orientation, which is pretty cool. Or I can select neither of those and it just gives me everything in the folder. But if I select any one, it tells me some of the metadata. And right now we're going to assign some keywords because there are no keywords assigned to these just yet. First things first, I'm going to put on some keywords that apply to all of these images in this folder. So I'll select all of them, just do Command A to select all. And let's see here under, well, that's our filter with keywords. Here under metadata, can I go to keywords? I've got audio and video and there we go. Here under this category, IPTC core. That's where we'll put some copyright information. And if you want to, if you're using your own photos, you can put your name as the creator of the photos and any other pertinent information about the creation of these images. You can even put a description of each one. In a moment we're going to put some common keywords, but first we're going to say that these are copyrighted. And now really, to get a true copyright, you would want to go through the Copyright Office and send in a batch of photos and get them copyrighted officially. But as a technicality, by virtue of taking the photos, you have a copyright on them. It's just whether or not that's defensible in court easily is another issue. So it pays to send in that actual copyright paperwork if you're serious about selling your photos. But for now, we'll say that it is copyrighted, and under copyright notice here in metadata, we'll put a year and whose copyright this is. Now on the Mac, you can go Option G to get that copyright symbol, Option G. I think on PC it's Alt G. And then we'll go 2010, and I'll just put Arapahoe Community College. There we go. Copyright 2010 Arapahoe Community College, and I'll hit Tab, and there it is. Now, so that is being attached to all of these images that I have selected right now. I want to be able to search these with some keywords, and I'll also type in Arapahoe Community, oops, a cap C on there, Community College. I'll type in ACC. These were all photos, pardon me, taken at the Art and Design Center, so I'll put in Art and Design Center, and I'll also put A and D. So those are keywords that these have in common. And now when I hit Tab on there, this should show up some keywords. It wants me to apply. There we go. It's going to prompt me to apply those keywords. And by virtue of doing that, yes, they show up immediately here. And I can search by keywords. Of course, I've assigned these keywords to everything, so that won't really change my search. Let's see. Now some of these, some of them feature the corners of the building or columns or perspective. There's any number of categories I could put on here: glass or bricks or signage or greenery. Lots of categories we could put on. Now I could also select any one of these and start typing in keywords in this field. Like I could put a comma here and say columns. And let's see, I can click away. Will it ask me if I want to apply? Oh, if I try and select another image, it'll say, do you want to apply? Yes. And let's see, and there's columns, so I can click on that and I can say, bridge, show me all the images that have the keyword columns associated with them, and it'll just show me the one. Now you can imagine, if I want to be able to search by this word, I would want to have it spelled the same way on each entry, which might get a little tough. Let's see, and I'll deselect first of all searching by that keyword to get all of my images back up. And let's see, in Bridge, I've got this Keywords tab here. And just like each panel has a button, a lot of these tabs have a button too. I can get a new keyword, and I can say corner. Now I'll want to put that in a category. Here, let me drag that down. I'll select it and drag it into this category called Other. And what else do you think we might want to search based on? Oh, maybe perspective. Let's see, so I'll do new keyword. Perspective. E. There we go, and I'm going to drag that down to my Other category. Oddly enough, these come kind of pre-populated with some keywords. You can feel free to not use those if they don't apply. I'll set up, just one more maybe. We'll set up glass. New keyword. And all my photos that have some glass featured prominently in them. And now that I've got, now that I've got these keywords all set up here, then I can just click on each photo and say, well, is this a corner? Yeah. Is it got perspective? Yeah, it's not really featuring glass prominently. There's a window, but that's not the main feature. This one, well, we've got a little bit of perspective, I guess. A lot of the drawing classes use the building to show that. Perspective there, but not really corners or columns or glass. This one features glass prominently. All of these images, of course, feature some perspective, but for that category, I'm thinking of ones that have a clear and obvious vanishing point. This one, not quite so obvious. This one, glass. Here's columns and glass. I'm not going to say corner on this one, thinking that I want the that sharp angle of one of the corners for that designation. Here's perspective. Let's see, this one has a corner and some perspective. The next one features, well, some of these just feature some greenery. I might want to sort by that as well. So I'll do another new keyword. Greenery, and I'll move that into my Other category. There we go. So we'll put greenery there, and same here. Greenery there. This one has maybe some nice perspective on it. This one's a little better example of that, greenery and perspective. Here we've got columns and perspective and corner. And this one we've got glass and greenery. And you could hone down these categories a little bit further, but this will be a nice bunch to sort from. Oh, and look over here under filter. Now I can sort by any of these. If I just get perspective, there they are. Or just greenery, just glass, etc., etc. And I'm going to take a look at perspective. And now we can talk about rating these. There's a number of rating systems, among other places, that's available here under label. And there's some key commands that are real easy to remember. Command 1 would give us 1 star. And I don't know if you can see that star. There it is, visible right there. Or command comma lets us downgrade that. But if I'm looking at these images, and in Bridge, by the way, you can adjust the size of those previews of those images. If I'm looking at these and I'm thinking, well, let's see, which one of these show off a lot of perspective? These shots looking in at the greenery, maybe not so much. Maybe I'm wanting some examples that just hit you over the head with the vanishing point. So I could look at these 5, and here under label we can also get select or second or approved or review by another key command, or just by choosing it from the menu. And this was command 6 to get the select designation, and it color codes this for us. And I'll just I'll put that designation on those 5. And now even if I choose to look at the entire group of images, those 5 images will still have that little red bar designation, and I can still search by it. I can say, hey, which ones did we select? These are the 5 that I'm going to use for the rest of the demo. Now, of course, these all have some metadata attached with them. They've got my Art and Design, ACC, Arapahoe Community College Art and Design Center, but these have some, those are sort of the global keywords, if you will, for the items in this folder. They also have some local keywords, perspective, and some of them have some other keywords as well. So in this video so far, we talked about how to create new keywords, how to assign keywords to a selected image, and then how to sort images over here in the filter based on which of those keywords are attached, or which other conditions are attached to an image. So I've got my 5 selected, and in the next video we'll take a look at what to do with these.